for the moment you guys have all been waiting for. You guys have been wanting to see how I edit with Sharefactory, or just see the inside look of Sharefactory. At least a good handful of you, if not all of you. Probably the inactive ones, to be honest. But here it is. I haven't been wanting to make this video in a while because I haven't made this video because I wanted to do it in a more professional way. I wanted to do it with my face cam up, and I wanted to do it, you know, I was hoping to get a different software by this time. You know, I've almost been on YouTube a year now. About 3 more months and we'll have stood here on YouTube holding our spot with over 120 subscribers for an entire 365 days. And I was hoping to get a new editing software by now, and then I would use that editing software to edit Sharefactory, because how weird would it be editing a Sharefactory video with Sharefactory? You know, that's how it was yesterday when I was doing that rant video on Sharefactory, as you see it right here. I was doing that on Sharefactory with Sharefactory. So the whole time I was doing that rant video right here, I was using Sharefactory. So it was a Sharefactory, like the Sharefactory layout in a Sharefactory layout, and that actually confused me a little bit of the time. But here we are. It's actually it's gonna be a pretty long ride here, but we'll get through it. You guys will be able to edit like pros after I'm done with you guys today. I'll make a different video on thumbnails, probably. The way I make my thumbnails, they aren't hard at all, so I might actually just include those in here. Actually, nah, yeah, I'll include those in here. There's no reason to do a different video for that, because there's nothing really crazy to it, since Sharefactory can't really do anything crazy. Anyways, let's get into it. First of all, the way I record my videos is I use the broadcasting feature on the controller. You know, I hold it or whatever and have it recording for as long as I want to. You can change how long it records in the settings, but the way I do it is I set up a private party with just me in there, and that's how you guys can hear the audio over the screen here. Now, the way I get my sound effects and stuff is through the import content here on the bottom, and I spoke briefly about it yesterday. It's when you get yourself a thumb drive, you hook it up into a computer, you download what you want using listen to YouTube. I use listen to YouTube to download what I want off of YouTube and import it onto my USB, and then I import it into Sharefactory, and that's how I get it. And here you can see it says import, but I don't have my USB in right now, so you guys wouldn't be able to see that. Now, how you start your video, you just click new project here. You'll have a bunch of like options that pop up. Now, don't let this scare you, because this is just like recommendations by Sharefactory, I guess. So these are actually intros that you can see. These are the Fortnite intros. If you guys don't remember how my old intros used to go, you can check back at my older videos. It's because I used the infamous Second Son intro, as you see there. Editing a video, you know, you go to the video that you want, right? Let's pretend, whatever. Let's just use this God of War, because actually what I have planned for this is just me talking over the gameplay for you guys. So deleting these clips here, because I was just demonstrating. Like, pretend we want to use this, right? This here. Let's go over Sharefactory's features real quick. Let me turn the audio down. You press square if you want to edit something in the video. If you want to split the clip, or trim the clip, or clone the clip, or turn the clip volume down, anything you want to do with the clip itself, you press square for. Alright, so I'm going to turn down the audio here, just so you guys can hear me speaking. And then if you want to add something in, you press X. At the bottom left, you see square like tweaks or edits, and X adds. So I'm gonna press X because I want to add some music, right? If I add music over this, let's just choose something a little more chill, guys. I use up at the top left here, you see most recent, alphabetical, category, and import. So import, this is where you can import music if you know you wanna. If you don't have a song that you want and you go back and get it. Actually, I don't click this. I actually go all the way back to the main menu for some reason. And then here's category. This is theme, which I deleted, so it's actually unavailable because I deleted the infamous Second Son intro at the beginning. My imported music, which is things that I have imported myself. And then you have the Sharefactory music, the music that Sharefactory provides you with when you first begin editing with Sharefactory. I use alphabetical because it's easier accessing my music like this. At the top, you know, you have the non-alphabetical beginning letters. You know, this starts off with parenthesis and then free parenthesis 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 parenthesis, you know, whatever. So that'll always be at the top. And then here comes the A's. You know, you got ASAP Rocky here, accelerate. That is actually instrumental. Since it's alphabetical, it mixes in my music along with Sharefactory's music. It's just putting it in alphabetical order. It's not, you know, categorizing it. Say I want to add, you know, like I said, some chill music here. You know, I got some chill music here, but I don't want that extremely loud because I'm talking to you guys. I don't want it super low either. So yeah. See, you know, you'll want to adjust that to how you want it. Just recently, for my sound effects, you guys already know one of the sound effects that I use a lot is the ball head slap. You know, so as you can see here, let's go to trim clip. I press square because I want to edit something. I don't want to take it out or anything. You can't press X on this anyway because Sharefactory won't allow you to edit music over music. You can't edit music over music. So you press square because I want to edit this music in some type of way. And here is my trim. Now you guys only hear the slap sound effect, right? You don't. You see all of this green here. All of that, but you never hear any of that, do you? You always hear this. You always hear the actual slap itself. So what you have to do if you want just the slap sound effect is first of all hope that it's 1 second long, because if it's 1 second shorter, this is as short as I can edit. Like, you know, Sharefactory won't let you go any shorter than that. So if it's shorter than a second, then sorry, but it won't let you edit it. But I have a little way around that. As you can see, if I want the slap here, you know, Sharefactory will still include some of the random noise in the background, and sometimes you guys can hear that in my videos. You see, this is the slap sound here. You hear it? Yeah. But I don't want to include any of this laughing, so I just pull it back to there, right? But you know, you still got this annoying blue piece right here, which luckily you can't hear. You can only hear the slap sound. You can't really hear the blue piece. But let's go. Yeah, so that's lucky. We got lucky that it was exactly just a little bit over a second long. So that's, you know, doable. You can accept that. But something that you can't accept is a sound effect that I like. I really like this sound effect, and it's the where this guy is in the classroom and he just yells fuck for no reason. And I really like that sound effect, but I couldn't get it. When I first found the video on YouTube, I was so happy because I finally found that sound effect after working with like rip-offs of that sound effect. But when I downloaded it and imported it, it hit me with the random error has occurred. So I really wanted that sound effect. So you know what I did? I went to a meme compilation and it had the guy saying fuck in there. So it's actually this. This is the full, like, this is the meme compilation. But this is the entire meme compilation, but the sound effect that I want is right here. The guy saying fuck is right here. But as you can see, Sharefactory won't let me shrink it to just the guy saying fuck. I can't get it back. I can't get it there. So if I were to edit in this entire piece, this is what That's all I want, just that part right there. But all this music in here, I don't want. So I'll shrink it as much as I can. To like before he says it. And what I'll try to do is I'll try to abuse Sharefactory's fade in and fade out feature. Now we press square for this because we're trying to edit something. What it is, what that is that if you want to make a song fade in some type of way, you'll use the fade in feature. Listen, see how it kind of like comes in slowly. Like if I put the timer longer, you can hear it a little better. Yes, I try to abuse that because if you listen and you can't hear it for a while, but then you can hear it. So what I do is I'll make it so that it'll edit right before the music starts playing again, and I'll try to make it fade in so that you guys can't hear the music, but you can only hear the guy saying fuck. That usually doesn't work because since it's so short, it has to play it. It has to play it so that it'll be included, because since it's so short, you can put it on the maximum timer, but they'll still be able to hear it. See, because since it's so short, it has to be included in some type of way. So they just throw it in there. Sharefactory just throws it in there, which is unfortunate. But if I'll try it the other way and maybe try to do the fade out instead of fade in, and we get the same result. Oh wait, I can't even hear it. Hold on, I turned the audio down on accident. Yeah, you can still hear it, and even the guy himself is like really low now. So I'll try to like bring it down a little bit so you can still hear it. But it's no use. No matter what you do, no matter what number you put it on, you can hear that music, and that's unfortunate. So I'll turn this down, and what I tried to do, what's worked best for me, it's still terrible, but what's worked best for me is doing 50-50, a little bit fade in, a little bit fade out. And if you fade it in and fade it out just perfectly, like slightly, you can almost get it without any music. Let's see if I did it right. Nope. You see, that's a problem that I was talking about with Sharefactory yesterday. You see how you can still hear the music as if I never faded it in the first place. It's still extremely loud, even if I put it on like a whole 1.5 seconds. Like, it's still really loud. It's like a lot of the times it's really loud, but there it's not very loud, but neither is the guy. So it's really no use in that, which is why I don't use the sound effect as much as I really wish I could. You see how loud it is? That's almost like a jump scare. There's no way that I can put that in my video unless I just go with the flow, I guess, and let all of this play as build up. So that's tragic. That is very unfortunate that I can't use my sound effect. So let's go back to the slap. My slap here that I love to use that I can't find. Oh, here it is. My slap here that I love to use, we edit it so that you can't hear any of the bullcrap. If we put this, well, of course I'm not actually editing the video, guys, but if you guys actually want to see me put the slap sound effect on a better part for the gameplay shown, this God of War gameplay, I'll just find a part that I like. I just watch the video until I see a part where I feel like the slap sound effect will go in there. Let's say I wanted to put that on that right there. When Kratos slammed his claw into the ground. I know that's nasty, like, that doesn't fit at all, but if I wanted to do that, then I would like keep tapping until I find the exact moment that his claw went into the ground, and that's when I would play it. That if you are moving it, if you're in the moving process here, which is where you move the music, you can use the D-pad you see at the bottom, at the like almost bottom center. You see move it moves it just slightly. Like if you look at the gameplay, she's moving just a little bit. Versus if I use the joystick where she moves a lot, you know. But if I use the arrow keys, I can get a better look at what's going on. So if I wanted to add it there, and then I watch if you guys have ever noticed in my old videos that right before a sound effect comes up, you would hear the audio start to lower. It would go down. Like, listen. Well, hold on. I gotta actually put the audio on. I accidentally cloned the clip. I gotta put the audio on so you guys can hear it go down in the first place. Hold on. Okay. You see how everything in the back, like the actual game sounds, went down? Like, listen at how loud it is, and then right before the sound effect comes up, you can hear the volume lower. That's something I actually just found out about 2 months ago, and it's called prioritize right here. Now you can check the box or you can uncheck the box, and that's where it puts your music over the actual sound effects. So it will turn down the music, the sound effects of the game, so that people can hear your sound from your music or your sound effect in this case. So if you turn off prioritize, it will sound as if it's part of the game. See? Sometimes you gotta, sometimes you just gotta rewind and then watch it to see what your viewers will see. So if I put prioritize back on, you can see the difference. Yeah. So in my opinion, it's a lot better to have prioritize off when you want to do sound effects. Maybe with music you would want to prioritize it a little more, but that depends on what type of music you're doing. Maybe if you're doing a montage, then I'd recommend maybe putting on prioritize. But if you're doing like a talking video like I am right now, the music that that I'll probably edit into the background is way way lower. It's way lower, so that so I'll if I want to talk over a video, I'll add in the music that I want. Let me find one real quick. Let's just use this. If I'll add that, I'll turn off prioritize so it doesn't turn down the audio itself, and then I'll turn down the music as well, so you can hear it in the background, but just barely. You know, maybe if it's too low, you'll turn it up a little bit, maybe to 25. Yeah. See? It's not bad. So that's what I do with sound effects when it comes to things like that. I have a bunch of sound effects here. But when it comes to things like that, that's how I do my sound effects. Now for commentary, you guys can do right here. You'll go to add track, and then you'll press X again, and it'll go to record audio, record video, add clip, whatever. So adding clips over clips is where you'll add a clip, and you can play the clip in the corner of the screen if you want to. That's like mini clip. You can record the clip, or you can put the clip at the you can put the clip kind of at the bottom left. At the bottom left of your edit menu, you see pip layout. Pip layout is where you can put the screen that's at the top right now. You can put it at the bottom right, or you can put it basically wherever you want. Photo, or you'll need background photo again. You can put it as offset, kind of how WWE does their things, or or you can make it full screen. You can put the screen over your actual screen, and you can turn the audio down here. You can turn the audio down here so you can only hear the sound of that. This is the actual gameplay. I use the same gameplay twice, so you guys, it's a little hard to see. Hold on, let me use a different gameplay for you guys. Let's use yesterday's video, I guess. I'm gonna turn it down and go to the middle a little bit. Oh, whoa. So the audio here, I'm gonna turn down, and you can see. I'll put it on full. Hold on, I'll put the screen on full here. You see? And then, like, if it's a flashback, or maybe I'll put a voiceover, you can still hear the God of War music, but you see Space Lords. So that's pretty much self-explanatory. Everything goes there. You can move the clip. You treat this as if it's your actual video. Everything is the same here. Just remember that it's a video on a video. So as for pictures and things that I put on my in my videos, you're provided with some pictures from Sharefactory here. This is my real name profile picture. This is actually X. That's not actually me. I wish that was me. But this is actually X, LLJ R.I.PX here. But that's my real profile picture, apparently. But this is my actual, avatar. It's my avatar picture. That's what they provide you with here. They provide you with your real name picture, your real profile picture, and your avatar. And then they give you some of your theme photos. Your theme is what we saw at the beginning with all the hold on, let me get it for you. What we saw at the beginning, all of these. This is your theme. You see at the top left it says choose theme. This is your theme. It depends on you saw all the lag switch and all of that we saw just now. If I were to grab something like this little Big Planet theme here, it gives me an intro. They'd recommend this intro for Little Big Planet 3 if I was sponsored. But if you scroll down a little bit more, you see they provide you with something different here. They provide you with some actual Little Big Planet sprays, or Little Big Planet stickers, or pictures, whatever you want to call them. But if I were to go to Fortnite, it would provide me with something Fortnite-ish. It'd give me something else. You see? Like that's how I use this here. But let's get the God of War gameplay back in here so I can show you guys. So with those, these are pretty easy to use. It won't take long explaining this. You just grab the picture of your choice. Say we want to use the bush here. When you first click the overlay, it asks you how long you want the overlay on there. The maximum is 10 seconds here. I don't personally use this because it's kind of useless. If I click it, it says sticker duration right here, and this goes way longer than 10 seconds. You see up here, it goes way longer than 10 seconds. It could stay on there up to the whole video. I don't personally use that, but yeah, it's your video too, or whatever. So here you get transform, which you use the right joystick on the controller to move around. You use R1 to make it bigger, L1 to make it smaller, R1 to turn it to the right, and L2 to turn it to the left. Now there's something at the bottom center, kind of right side, that says align. Now this is just where I don't personally use this either. This is if you want it in the exact center of the screen, you would press it. That's the exact center, or the exact right side, or the exact left side, or wherever. You elevate it here. Just press square and it goes to where it's supposed to. But I don't personally use this. I just put it there myself. Not too far off. See, so but it's whatever. You press circle if you want to get out of that mode. You can delete the sticker. Layer order again. Layer order is for when you want to make it overlap. You see, I can put the kaboom here over the damn bush, but or I could put the bush over the boom. And you press up and down on the D-pad to scroll through them, and you press square once you get to them to change it a little bit. I can make this smaller, whatever. I can go down, scroll down, press square, transform, make it bigger, whatever. But layer order just controls the way they overlap. You press R1 and L1 to control the layer order. But opacity is how much you can see of it. You want it kind of secret, you want it kind of dim, want it kind of light, you want it like, you know, fading in with the background, you know, kind of blending in with this stuff over here if you're trying to hide something, I guess. You know, see, you can barely see it, but it's obviously there. You see the orange outline. But you have sticker animation. Now this is the good stuff, and let me make this bigger for you guys to see. Sticker animation, you're provided with a bunch of animations for it. Now the beginning animation is when the bush first appears on the screen. You see how fade in allows it to pop in like kind of secretly, slowly, whatever. While fly in, it makes it pop out from the screen. You see, like, it kind of just appears on the screen there. If you hover over the tab for long enough, it'll give you a little test animation, a little sample animation. The only ones I really actually use is pop up, fade in, and that's pretty much it. I sometimes use spin up, but rarely those. But middle animations is what it does in the middle of its time being there. So like, pretend I wanted the bush to pulse. If I want the bush to pulse, with its time being there, it begins to pulse. That's its middle animation. Or if I want it to drift around, like hover a little bit, you know. After the fade in, you see the little line there. After the fade in is over, it will begin to play your middle animation. Your middle animation seems to stop as soon as your fade out, as soon as your ending animation begins to play. And that's also separated by a little line here. That's pretty much it for stickers. Stickers are not very difficult. Then we have filters. We have filters here, which Sharefactory provides you with. Some of their filters move around, and then some of their filters are a little bit more still. To delete the filter, you just press square because you want to edit it, and then you go to delete filter. Bam, it's gone. Add layout. This is not something that I personally use, but I don't know how you would use this, but a layout is, I might start using this in the future. I'll try, I guess, maybe. But a layout is something on your screen that makes it look some type of way. I guess maybe if you were advertising something or you're sponsored somehow, maybe you can put that up in the back. If you were to download a photo off of Google or something, import it onto your USB, and then you can import images here. See? Yeah, well, these are my imported images, but you can import your images on the screen here. Down here, import content. You can import music, videos, or images. I don't know how to import videos, so don't ask me that. But that's not something that I use. So here, yeah, this is also something. This is something for you guys to play around with. I don't really see the use of this, so I don't really use it very much. I don't know what you guys would use that for. But again, if you want to edit the layout here, take it away, layout settings, you want the intensity to be not so much, or maybe just a little bit, you know, whatever, just adds that little bit of spice to your video, you know. These are screenshots, are pictures, you know, you get some theme photos. That it depends on what you actually clicked that it'll give you, and then it gives you some Sharefactory ones, and then it gives you And then here are your actual screenshots of what you actually take. These are your pictures here.